Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Gazump, and I'm here with another stream for Burnt Horizons. This is our latest build on Steam. As always, if you are involved in the project, either through Kickstarter as a backer, or you're active in our Discord, or if you supported the project through the website, you'll have keys to this latest build. So we're looking at the Alpha build 33. Oh, there you go. Got some music going there. And we're actually most of the way through build 34 as well. So for those that aren't aware, we're in a 2-week cadence at the moment. So what we do is we release an internal build for internal playtesting on a Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday we release the updated build to Steam. So build 34 will be coming out next week. That is, if you are watching this stream live on Steam, it'll be next week. If you're watching this on YouTube, we're looking at the week of the 6th of July. Cool. We have a bunch of new features that have entered the game. We are looking towards early access release in the next month or two. And what we're trying to do is get as many of these features in so that our early access build is, much closer to the final product. We don't want to release anything too early if it's not in the right state yet. But progress continues. So let's dive right in. So what you'll notice immediately if you've been following these streams is that we've got some new icons here for squads. And in fact, our devs have been hard at work implementing a team management system, which is pretty exciting. So what we've got here is we have Alpha, which has got Disco Bunny, Kasharin. You can interact with Bravo over here. It's got Avalanche, Cobalt, and Melva in. And then there's a third squad, Priest, Kara, Wolf, and Quake. At the moment, these are just randomly populated with preset soldiers. But you can right-click on the team management icons there, and that brings up our team rosters action, which has our initial approach for doing team management. So there is some refinement still required here, but for the most part, this does exactly what we need it to do. Again, this actually is a good moment to point out that if you are playing the game and you'd like to get involved in improving it, we do have bug report channels and various discussion channels in our Discord. So check out the links below for how to get involved there. Thank you very much to those guys that are already doing so much work there. You know who you are. Cool. So just having a little look here, you can skip through various squads, and there is an expansion here that you can use if you want to kind of look at all three squads there. There is an unassigned squad as well. At the moment, nobody is unassigned, but it does actually kind of populate as a squad. But what we want to do probably is kind of group together a similar class of units. So you can kind of see the operator code here, LR42, and so on. So we can actually organize these. I know Cobalt is one of our internal players, quite likes to arrange these guys by class as well. So we'd have to look specifically into what they do to be able to do this properly. Our CT-17s are our medics, so having them in their own squad is probably a good idea. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking, actually? Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking here. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. So, all right, that's why I'm confused. We do have like a slight typo here actually on name team. That is actually new team. Which the reason I'm confused is we've already fixed this in our internal build, and so I see it's here as our as an error still. So what I actually was looking for was the button for creating a new team, which is actually just name team there. Again, first wave at the UI here, so we've definitely got some improvements coming. So what I want is Delta to actually be my CT17s. Pop them in there. We've got our LR42s there. Let's commit this for now. I actually just want to see what each of these classes are. Okay. So we've got some M4s on these guys. Sweet. They seem pretty much the same, although I noticed that one of them has an extra pistol mag there. So they've got different mag pouches here. So that's a trip mag pouch, which is opening up these slots here. And he's got a signals kit. So you can actually see there's a slot here for something different. These are modular parts of the inventory, so worth exploring there. Not actually 100% sure what the difference between SE88 and HW11 are, but the military experts watching this could definitely point that out to me. But for now, I'm happy with those guys in Bravo. Alpha, these are LR42s. They're both carrying AWMs at the moment, right? Which is pretty exciting. Cool, so we're happy with that. Alpha's our long range. Bravo's our M4s. Now this is the important one. So RW31, Priest, Wolf, and Quake. They're all carrying M4s, some grenades, and they've got emergency bandages as well. So they actually seem well situated. And then at Delta, these are the guys carrying our Bloods. Okay, Melva's actually carrying two, which is pretty cool. She's obviously got a slightly different preset going there. Yeah, as well as a IFAK pouch. Whereas Cobalt is just carrying emergency bandages and one blood pack. So Melva is definitely carrying more. We can actually exchange items with each other, but we haven't built the exchange UI yet. So what I'm thinking is actually maybe I just give this extra... Oh, it's actually an empty one. Interesting. Yeah. Oneg. Whole blood. This one's got 5 and 5 uses. Alright, so there isn't actually an exchange there. But what I might do is actually just show how that works. So if we grab Melva, we have some new movement mechanics there. But yeah, what I want to do is actually just pop this on the road. Oh yeah. So our current build has actually got a bunch of new commands in that are not in this current build, which is interesting. So these have actually expanded quite a lot in our latest build. So check out the stream next week to be able to see it. Very exciting stuff happening. Cool. So what we should be able to do is drop this right here. And then if I move out the way, you'll be able to see just a placeholder asset there. And we could then get Cobalt to come and pick it up. So we do have the pickup mechanic here. There we go. There it is. You've got to pop open your inventory. And then we can store that empty blood pack there. So that is how you would exchange things for now. Actually, am I going to break the game here? I see this is still here. It's just an empty rucksack. Yep, those of you who want to try and break the game, spawning infinite empty rucksacks might be the way for you to do it. You're welcome. Okay, cool. Let's give Delta a new badge as well. So what have we got? We've already got the swords, eagle, trident. I guess we'll go with the snake. That's kind of linking into medical better than anything else there. And we can assign that and then commit our rosters. There we go. Now we can quite easily see we've got these guys. You can actually double click the tile now, which is pretty cool. And that'll select everybody in each squad. so we can kind of organize them a little bit better. I actually want Alpha to have the swords are misleading, right? So let's change that patch to the rifles because they are long range. Sweet. Okay, I think we're good. We have 2 fire squads here. I mean, they could be combined into one, but what I might do is have Trident as our main unit. That kind of goes in and engages. We'll have these bird guys as flanks. We've got medical on support, and then our long range overwatch with sniper. Yeah, so cool. You can kind of see where we're going with this now. Again, this is just the first wave. We're not in early access yet. We are still in alpha builds, building out these features as quick as we can. And yeah, just a heads up, what we're working on at the moment is basically the command system. So what you can do at the moment in our next build is there's a variety of movement actions that you can use. So if we're moving tactically, sprinting, running, stealth toggles on there as well. We've got our weapon stances, all that kind of stuff, which all impacts the mechanics in the game as well. So you know, your move speed, as a basic example, is impacted by how you're carrying your weapon and what movement you're moving on. We're getting a lot of feedback about that in the chat, so you know, do contribute if you'd like to. And as I've mentioned a couple of times now, hop into the Discord if you want to get involved in the discussion. All right. Right, what are we going to do here? So our objective remains the same as always. We are trying to get to... no, not the brief. Objective is O, isn't it? Yeah, hit O on the keyboard. We're trying to get to this crossroads. But this is a sandboxy game. And certainly this build is very much, let's do what we want to do. So I think what I'm going to do this time is we're going to secure this town. And make sure we clear all enemies in this town and try and survive that process. Yeah, the game at the moment doesn't have any exfil mechanics. We are currently in our workflow looking at a base camp where we can engage in communications, call in reinforcements, and exfil injured soldiers as well. So those mechanics are incoming, and I think that'll kind of complete the loop a bit better than we've got at the moment. Right, let's grab these guys, and we can actually do an in-formation movement. So let's set up our formation here quick. I think we just have like a triangle shape. And what you can do is if you group grab them, move, there are 2 options here. Move to position, and then this hasn't got a tooltip, but it is move remaining in formation. So you can send them off there and they will stay in formation, which is kind of cool. We are working on some toggles for that. Right, snipes don't need to do anything too crazy. I'm wondering our approach vector here. Oh, right, too late. This bro just ran straight in to our Trident squad. Looks like he's fired twice and missed as well, which is lucky. That guy had some serious initiative there. Okay, we've actually been caught with our trousers down here a little bit because we have no weapon up, no formation set. But what this will show is the different move phases here, which have been tidied up a little bit. This TIC1 is our tactical engagement, and it is basically an instance of these characters here, although we have a 4th that's just been caught in. So this guy is probably just in range for this tactical encounter. If you imagine a big circle around this engagement here, he's probably come and just caught in there. There's nothing stopping us bringing all of our guys into the tactical encounter. But this is all linking into the concurrency issues that we were having before, where we could actually potentially move these guys out of combat out that way. They could potentially engage somebody else and they would have their own TIC tab there. The MVR phase is everybody outside of the actual active engagement, and so they do get a move action in that phase. And then we have a world move phase, which is basically everything outside of the tactical engagement that is not the player's characters that can be controlled will get a simultaneous move turn. So that means enemies are all throughout the whole map will maintain what they were doing, but in a turn-based state. And that way we don't have any real-time shenanigans mixing with the turn-based combat. There are plans to combine these down eventually. At the moment, the distinction is there, but this isn't a phase-based game. You know, we're not a faction-based movement game. So it's not factions get to move. There's very strict initiative rules. But we do run each tactical engagement in series. So they do have their own localized initiative. Best way to find out how that works is just to play the game. All right, we have got a fairly serious problem here. This guy's got weapon ready and aiming at us, and we have 3 guys that are not. How are we going to deal with this? So at the moment, we've only got, let's have a look. These guys are all carrying M4s and grenades. They will only get 1 shot each. So to take a shot, you can see there the aim shot's 1.2 AP. That's because they have to raise their weapon from already. That's 0.2, and then the shot is 1, and they only have 2 AP. So the decision we have to make is, are we going to let this last longer than a round? Or do I just take the snapshots now? I think because it's free, we raise our weapon. There we go. And then I do have... Oh, I see this is being cropped off here a little bit. That'll be 1.8. Apologies for that. So we can actually move 0.8 forward just to give ourselves a better chance at actually hitting this. The other option we have, of course, is trying to suppress him and then running someone in with a grenade, but I think I'm actually just going to take the shot here. Yeah, there we go. Fairly high chance. You can see it was in the blue. I've noticed in these gameplays, streams, that I tend to just shoot at chest because it's the highest probability of hitting. I'm not really taking risks on going for headshots. Anyway, we've stepped onto the next one. Just a reminder of the camera controls as well. So we do have 3 different camera phases, and we've actually done a bit of work on the camera because it wasn't ideal. We were having quite a lot of jumping around when switching between characters, which we didn't like. And we got some feedback from playtesters that wasn't great either. So at the moment, if you hit 1 on your keyboard, it's the over the shoulder. You'll notice you can't see behind you because he can't turn his head 180 degrees, right? 2 brings you into this kind of isometric view, and you can use your... I'm holding down middle mouse button here to move around as you would in an editor. So you can mouse wheel up and down to zoom in as well, which is quite nice. It doesn't switch into any other camera mode when you do that like it used to. Take a bit of getting used to if you've been playing the game. And this is top-down view, just using WASD to move around. You can zoom in and out as well. It's a pretty nice tactical view, actually. But you can't pan up and down there. So we'll probably be in this mode most of the time, but actually let's go cinematic here, right? We'll raise our weapon, move forward 0.8 as well, and see if we can get a good shot. Hey, this actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, nice. Game's looking pretty. Right, let's take a shot. Do we go headshot this time, or do we wound him WO? Oh, we just kill him straight away. Beautiful. Nice work. Right, it's just 1 guy. Tactical engagement is now over. Turn-based mode is now over. And what we're going to do is we're just going to raise our weapon there. And these guys are now going to go on Overwatch while I sort out the rest of my positions. He should probably watch the flank, actually, in case anybody comes from over there. Nice. Let's get our sniper range guys in position. Let's go. So I think what we want to do here... I think we're going to just post over here. At least one of them. Okay, we got Disco Bunny. He's just going to like chill by this rock. what we'll do is we'll crouch him so that he isn't as easy to see, and then we're going to weapon ready and overwatch. So he's got a nice view of this whole area here. That'll protect our squad as we're moving in. This guy, now, where are we going to put Kara? There is some risk over there, but I think actually we just move over here. Maybe for just a slightly different angle, actually. Yeah, I like it here. Same play. I can't wait to be able to prone. It's going to be great. Here we go. Yeah, just watch that main road there. That's a nice cross cover there. Very nice. Okay. All right, let's just select all these guys and bring them in. So no wounds yet, thank goodness. We did miss, there were 2 shots straight at our guys. Thankfully that guy missed most of it, so cool. Our flank guys, I think what we do is we set them up just behind this building. Off you go. And CT-17s. Oh no, those are our CT-17s. Here they are. I guess we kind of want them in the middle so that they can access anybody who may get wounded. So they can just kind of provide some Overwatch cover as well. No. There. Cool. Overwatch. And kind of Overwatch there. Wow, we just got everything Overwatched. Whoa! I almost knocked the microphone over. Sorry if that made a big noise. Okay, time for these guys to move on in. So we have all of our Overwatch set up, and we're just going to do a tactical movement in. Actually, I want them to stay in formation, so don't know what it is about this triangle shape that I like, but we're going for it. Right, keep your formation. You're going to move right in here. As always, while my guys are moving in there, if you guys have any comments or questions, pop them in on the Steam chat, or even better, get into the Discord and ask some questions there. There is a Steam forum page as well, so you can create a post there if you have any questions. And the website has a lot of really cool stuff on it. Our designers have done an amazing job with the website and kind of keeping it authentic and everything. So, all right. You'll notice I'm not using much of the cover system at the moment. To be honest, I just want to kind of move. So if you are interested in the cover system at all... Oh, here we go. I think our Overwatch triggered there, actually. I think this guy, yeah, he's 28 to 30. I'm pretty sure he took 1 shot before. Right, so we have that dude there. He is acting next. And we do have pretty much everyone. Oh, except maybe our 2 CTs are just outside of combat. But the 2 snipes are in, which is good. Yeah, these guys can keep watching the rear there, I think, actually. I might point them in that direction. Maybe move 1 on up in case we take a round. But what I'm hoping for here is for our snipes to basically get... That's a decent long shot there. I think, yeah, he's got good sight. And then we can go first person view. Can have a look there. Very nice, yeah. So hopefully we can do that. So I think first shot is going to have to be suppression. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to crouch just to make the target a little smaller. And then we're going to do... Oh no. Wait, why is he... Hold on. Did he take a hit? Why has he got so little AP? That's very strange. Okay, not ideal. I'm a little bit worried about that, actually. Well, we do have some... I actually think we just retreat. Yep, I think we retreat. And with a bit of luck, I'm not sure if he'll pop out of vision or not. Here's his turn. Okay, it didn't trigger the sniper overwatch. It must be just out of range, yeah. Alright, he's still there. Okay, who are we looking at here? Cool. Broski, you're aiming in the wrong direction. Okay, we're going to take a shot. Potentially 2 shots. He's got no vision on him. Is that because the rock's in the way? Okay. I guess we're going to move on a little closer. That's some serious crouch aim moving going on there. Right, let's see if we can hit him now. Yeah, we can. Cool, that's a hit as well. Yeah, we haven't tweaked the damage numbers on the bullets and guns and all that yet. At the moment, they're still just placeholder values. But that's okay. Right, sniper number 2. Do you have a clean shot? You don't. Just out of range then. Okay. Bit of a nuisance. Hold on, he's not got his gun up. Right, so gun up. And then I think we're going to have to move 0.8 only. Okay. Let's hit it. Missed that shot. Okay, it was still red for some reason. I think there might be... Yeah, so like a range issue there. Cool. Right. Again, I think, do we take 2 shots? See, let's check our accuracy on this. So it's a yellow accuracy. He's already taken a round. So actually, I just need to hit 1. I'm thinking what we do is we move in a little closer and just improve the odds on the shot. Still yellow. Okay, right. Well, that answers that question then. Let's just take 2 shots. Come on, buddy. Right. Flankers are in business here as well. That's great. So both of them get an action, and then this dude can take the final shot. So do we just run on in? I wonder if... Let's have a look at top-down view here. If we can run through this area... I'm not sure we have enough AP to actually get there. We may actually want to take this middle area here. I'm a bit scared if there's any patrols in this area, but these guys are meant for flanking, so let's see how far we can get. Okay, we can get kind of there. Alright, let's go. Okay, nice. Pathfinding worked well. You're going to do the same. Let's zoom in a bit, see what I'm actually doing here. So just make sure we face in that direction. Cool. Right, CT-17 Cobalt ready to act. He needs to be on support here, so he's going to just run right up to this wall so he can get here if any of these guys take a round. We are in the MVR stage, right? So these guys aren't actually in the tactical engagement at the moment. They're just getting their turns. Cool, world move turn. We didn't have this last time because we killed the guy and ended the tactical engagement before they could get a turn. Sweet. Okay. We are actually kind of close. So he should be bleeding out. Let's have a little look and see where we hit him. I should look in the log, really. But I should be able to visually identify where he was hit. And then I can gauge... Oh, I can't see it anywhere. Whoa, a little bit of lag there. Wait, is that the wound? Yeah, look at that. So I obviously aimed at his torso. I should have known. I was just trying to find where the wound was showing. He's bleeding through his back there, which suggests he's... it looks like a smallish wound, but the backpack might be covering it. So I do want to put this guy down, though. I don't like where we're at the moment. Okay, so those guys have got quite high initiative. Do we just take a couple of shots here? I think we do. Miss. Now, if they miss too often, they can form a scar. Oh, there we go. Nice. Cool. Job done. You can stop crouching. We've got a specialization here for Priest. Glassbreaker. Let's go have a look. I think Priest is here. So I should already set up Overwatch before I do this. Time is still running in the background. Here we go. So you can see he already had Pathway Precision Anchor, offering a steady hand specialization, which is very handy. And in fact, he was kind of holding a firing lane there as well. Counter Shooter is the one he's earned here. That's the Pathway, and the specialization is Glassbreaker there. So he's got an advantage against enemy snipers, which is pretty cool. Nice. Okie dokie. I think we need our snipes to stand up. There we go. Okay. I think we probably want to just be a little bit careful here. Set up an Overwatch there. Come on. Okay, we're just going to leave him a bit sneaky over there. Nice. CT-17 is not yet required. Okay. Right, so we need to set something up here. I think he can move forward a little bit and then overwatch the main path. He seems to have a good thing. He can hide behind this rock if he needs to. Right, we're just going to form up here. Snipe. I think if you chill this direction, you can form up here. Just watch this direction. I think we've cleared pretty much that. CT-17s. Let's move on up. Okay, snipers in position. Watch the main road. Lovely. And I think what we can actually do is get like a kind of cross coverage going here. So we'll get him watching this main path here. Right. We do want to clear this town though. So what we're kind of doing is a kind of a circle and clear. But what I do need to do is make sure that the back of it is also covered. So let's just get this. This seems like a hot spot. This is where that patrol came from. Just get that going there. Right, CTs, come chill over here. All right, you guys, let's set your formation. Okay. And we're going to move on up right into the middle and just hold this area here. Okay, these guys are holding position nicely. Should probably raise your weapon, bud. Same with you. Okay. All right, he's looking straight at that path, which is covered. So actually he's going to cover there and kind of watch that left flank there a little bit. And then we can get our snipes to move on up. So we seem to have cleared this area. All right, so we move them up here, I think. Let's see what happens. Damn, straight over the rock. Wowzers. Okay, what's our plan here then? So these guys are going to have to assault the town. We probably want to watch this long flank here with one of the snipers. Oh, we have engagement. Okay, two guys have patrolled down this path here. That's a bit unfortunate. I've literally just moved my snipers from watching that area. So I think we're going to have to retreat him back here, look down this way. Can engage those guys. We continue to hold the middle here. We have nobody watching the rear, so I think when these guys get a turn, I think we'll watch this rear path there, make sure nobody sneaks up on us as well. And then these guys are going to have to do the hard work. So I think we're going to pepper them from a distance with the snipes. Maybe move him up here, move him here. Maybe he just assaults straight up the middle and see what happens. Okay, who is supposed to act here, though? So this is this little bug, the TIC 1 and 2. That's just overhanging from that first engagement. It shouldn't be recreating it. We have it in our list. I think it's resolved in the latest internal build. So yeah, nothing to see here. Move along. Cool. Wolf triggered his Overwatch. I see he's only 1 AP as well. So it might be because of the Overwatch shot, actually. Didn't know that was updated. That's pretty cool. I guess it takes an AP to shoot, even if you've used your Overwatch. I'll have to ask the devs about that one. Okay. It is Wolf that's up. So he took the Overwatch shot, and now he's only got 1 AP left, which is kind of annoying. Is he wounded? He is not wounded. He literally just has the 1 AP. Okay. If he has 1 AP, that means he either gets a shot here or... How much is the Overwatch? I mean the suppressor fire. 1.0. I mean, we kind of have to. Which one is shooting? The one on the right. Okay. Let's suppress the guy on the right. Hopefully he doesn't hit any of our guys. Cool. Suppression... Oh, he's not going to trigger the all the... Come on, run into it. What is he doing? Hiding behind that rock there. Alright, sweet. So it's our flank guys that are going first by the looks of it. Our CTs are in business. That's good. Okay. I think for him to get crossfire through here is actually... it's a long range, so I'm concerned he's going to have to get over this wall to actually be effective. So what I'm thinking is we actually just move through this town. So he's got weapon up. Oh, we do have cover being used here now. So I'm actually just going to run straight in here. And by run, I mean tactically move in. Carefully. He is covered by that Overwatch, which is nice. And then little 0.1. Okay, these guys do need to keep an eye on the rear. So let's get them into a position where they can help out should we take any wounds. I think what I'm going to do is just set up here. And we're keeping their weapon low for now. Because we need to potentially run straight in. I don't want to waste AP raising weapons and things like that. So I think actually get him in even closer. Out the way, buddy. Alright, snipe turn. Okay, this should be an optimal range for a sniper to hit. So I think this guy hasn't had a turn yet. Okay, right. Fire and then turn. Interesting little bug there. We'll definitely have to resolve that. Oh, boom. Sit down. That's an immediate KIA on that enemy. It's Kara's turn now. She may actually get a chance on this one. Same bug. Woo! There we go. Okay, we got a bunch of combat hardened triggered. So obviously our requirements in our early access, sorry, our alpha build for triggering this combat hardened scar is pretty low. So we had actually 6 of them all grab that combat hardened scar. Right, it's not them. Here we go. Immune to panic, steady under fire, slow emotional change. Right. So this is actually a scar, not a pathway specialization like we had earlier. And scars are interesting, right? Even if it's not negative things happening in combat, you can still form that, right? So, you know, they were under fire. They were taking fire. A few of them missed a few times. And then you've literally killed 2 people. You know, that has an impact, despite all the training. So that's what's happened there. This can be a good or a bad thing, potentially. Sure, immune to panic's great, steady under fire is great. Slow emotional change might not be great. It might actually impede them from forming stronger relationships with their their allies, and that can impact things like the S grade here, which is overall trust, reliability, and operational standing. If they get too cold, they may not form those strong bonds with their teammates. So these scars will all impact each other as well. So if you get multiple scars, they'll have unique and interesting effects on the soldier and teammates. So that's what we're kind of going for there. Cool. All right, that was actually, at the moment, we haven't taken any hits yet, which is kind of crazy. We do have still a few Overwatches set up here. Actually, so our snipers are 2 of 5. We need to do a reload. We do have one full mag there and replacement rounds. So there's a couple of ways you can do a reload. You can do a reload just from the command wheel, right click, reload, select the mag. There we go, we're 5 and 5 now. You can do the same here. Cool, snipes are reloaded. Pop them on the Overwatch now. Wait, what? No. Come on now. So it's Kara actually I want. Right, Kara can watch the main path. Disco Bunny can watch the town. Should probably be the other way around, but that's okay. Then these guys can reload as well. So we've got 23 in there. What we can do is actually just put some straight from the mag. There we go. There we go. That's nice. Same here. So that's sped up a little bit. You know, in reality, they would take some time to do an animation to put those bullets in, but just for the purposes of the stream, I'm kind of just speeding that up a little bit. No need for medics yet. CT17 is having a great day. Okay. Let's go with our assault party here, and we'll move in formation and move on up. It's time to now clear this whole town. We should probably be keeping an eye on this as well. So let's move him up here and him here. Yeah, sorry about the poor performance there. I think it's OBS just impacting. And for some reason, when I look at that mountain in the background there, there's quite a lot of latency there. So we got some optimization still to do with the map. Don't worry about that. Cool, we'll do that. He can't quite see around this corner, so let me just move forward a little bit further. And let's get our Overwatch going. Cool, so they're holding the center of the town. So at the moment, let's get in tactics view. We've kind of cleared this whole area. We're watching the rear. This is actually still a bit of a question mark. So I don't know. I mean, our approach was down this hill. I would imagine we would have seen anybody here. But if a patrol was kind of come around the top or something, we wouldn't know they were there. So we need to be careful of that. Got nice long Overwatches over here. And what we're going to do is, I think we're going to move our assault team around this way, clear the outskirts of this town, make sure there's nobody in there. And these kind of little alleyways and stuff, maybe this courtyard, we just need to get eyes on there. So I think what we'll do is push the assault team around that way. I think I'll probably collapse these two and move them in the same direction out this way. And we can kind of just rotate around here and carefully have a little look. Make sure that we clear the town, which is our self-imposed objective for today. Right, with that in mind, let's just get this front guy doing an Overwatch just in case while the snipe's moving up. There we go, and this snipe, actually you Overwatch this way. I think behind this fence is probably good for now. I think you can actually move. We want an angle up this road, so I think we take this. Not quite there yet, so let's move him here. And then assault team can just move up this way. All right, we have no Overwatch on at the moment, so we just need to be a little bit careful. Pop that up. Pop that up. All right, cool, he's got long range. Nice. CTs, in you go. Okay, again, Right, we do have an Overwatch down there. It looks like that alleyway is clear. It's great. Okay, you watch there. You watch here. You can just chill. Snipe. I think we need Snipe to move on up. Where does he want to be? Here or behind this barrel? That might be a bit exposed to the left, actually. So I think what we do... I think just here is fine. Weapon down, please. Thank you. Cool. Right, that's pretty good range there. You guys just kind of hug the wall over there. Probably should have one medic with those two now that I think about it. So actually what I'll do is I think split this party up. Move one up that way. We'll keep... I think we'll keep Mulva with the majority, and Cobalt can just go up and support the Eagle squad over there. Eagle squad? Yeah, you know I'm going to do it. Which is the Eagle squad? Is it Bravo? Yeah, I think it's Bravo. Oh no, that's a new team. Rip. We'll disband this team. Get rid of that. Confirm. There's now an unassigned team. That's fine. Bravo. Patch. No, I want to rename you. Eagle Squad. There we go. That's the little things, right? Okay. Why has Charlie only got an eye in it as well? Come on now. Let's go fix Charlie. Did I press delete by accident? There we go. Commits. Sweet. Everything is fixed. Okay. Right, Cobalt, buddy, you come on up here. Rendezvous with those guys. Got him watching the rear in a way. Gee. We could literally get him watching right behind. There we go. So I think we'll probably move him up here to watch this angle next. But let's move our assault team forward. So this is the unassigned team that's just popped up there. Again, little improvement we're going to make on that eventually. Cool. Assault team move up. Let's collapse our snipe here. Bring just to shield up with this guy. Okay. Okay, no action yet. I don't want to overcommit here. Go Overwatch. Overwatch. I don't know why my past experience has said these trees, man. These trees. Actually, maybe this building. No, is he trying to skirt around the tree here? There we go. Okay. Cool. Broski, you get on Overwatch here. Yep. Okay, I like it. I like it. This is going well. Famous last words, right? Okie dokie. Oh, legit. Okay, wait, what's happened? So it looks like an enemy took a shot at us. No, he didn't. He just ran in. Yeah, you can see he's moving here. It looks like Quake took a shot. Okay. He was overwatching there. Ah, there he is. I see you, bud. There he is. Okay, but he missed the overwatch. Okay, good thing I set up that overwatch there. Now you can see this is just out of range for our snipe here, because its overwatch is set up there. So it looks like Priest has developed shock fragility for some reason. So I think he obviously triggered his shot as well, fired an enemy miss. So Priest and Quake both took a shot and both missed. No, I want to see Priest. All right. Okay. So he is under some stress now, which means that if he takes any hits or is suppressed, it's going to have more of an impact on him. Not ideal. Cool. I think we do the same play here. Move on up. I mean, this might be slightly risky if he has any buddies around. Interesting. He thinks he's in cover. Priest still has a bunch of AP. There we go. Wow, Priest from all the way over here. Nice shot, bud. Okay, combat hardened popping all over the place now because others are seeing those deaths. And that's the end of combat, actually. So combat hardened is definitely popping up when tactical engagements are ending, which makes sense. If you survive a tactical engagement, you kind of get a bit used to combat, right? Okay, I think we need to move our sniper right up here now. So let him do that. What you doing? Let's get Kara. I think Kara can probably hold the rear a little bit now. So rather... I actually think we just bring Kara over here, pointing backwards. Yeah. Okay. Right. These guys, I don't think I'm ready to move them yet. Alright, he is pointing in the wrong direction, though. I feel a bit nervous about this. Okay, we're in cover there. Can we get in here? Or we have to go around. Interesting. So yeah, we haven't got the walking path through here yet. Looks like we have to go around to get through this little gap. We are going to optimize the meshes and stuff soon. We are working on some more important mechanics at the moment. Okay, CT, actually, you can get in on the action here, bud. So... Okay. Here we go. And we'll just pop an Overwatch looking around the rear. You can hold this corner. And then we can move our other guy up. So I wonder if we want to just put these guys in a squad now. It's actually not a bad idea. Make Cobalt join the Eagle squad. Let's go update our team roster. So here's Eagle. Let's just close. We don't need all of these. So Eagle squad, and it was I can't remember which one. He was in Delta. We can just move him straight in there. Commits. There we go. Okay, we just remember that we've got one medic there with him. Sweet. Okay. Right, while we're doing that, let's go back here. I've not actually set up my Overwatches. That's very naughty. Where, though? Okay, I think we maybe kind of watch the path there. Assault can monitor that side. This guy definitely needs to... We'll move him a bit closer. So there's... Got that played up. And... Yeah, I mean, where are they going to come in? Potentially here? Alright, buddy. You come here. You're kind of lagging behind a little bit there. Right, assault team. Are you ready? Let's move these guys up. Wow, they're actually a bit spread out at the moment. So we're going to reform our assault team formation here. Okay. Right, we actually have almost finished clearing this now. Seems like we have less lag when we're pointing in this direction, which is nice. What I have been meaning to try is to see if formation works out of cover like this. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Oh, shoot. They've just been shot at. Oh, there's a bro right up on the path there. Okay. That is unfortunate. What we might be able to do is get these guys around. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty sweet flank. If we leg it down here, we could definitely flank those guys. It looks like they're in the combat engagement. The only... Oh, they're not. Okay, so they're not in combat at the moment, these three. But I think we can get them into combat. Right, assault team. Assault! Oh, he's got a wound this time. He's taking a shot to the leg. I'm a bit confused as to why that is orange and this one is green. Okay, I'm going to have to check that. Let's just check no one else has taken a hit. Alright, it's just Quake. Melva's in her own squad. Poor Melva. Okay, Quake. So Quake is here on the front flank. He's the one who took the hit. It's also him acting first. But we want to get him out of there, and we need to get our medic. There he is. So we're actually going to immediately disengage. Drop weapon and run back. Shoot. Okay. There's now one of our snipers, Disco Bunny. I don't think Disco Bunny has a shot here. Actually, let's just see. Maybe he does. Nope, no shot. Okay, so he's going to have to move on up. If we move here, maybe we'll be close enough. I think this is a long shot as well. Oh, yes. Damn. Hit the armor. That's a problem. Okay. Kara's turn. I think she's got a similar shot in mind. I think, can we get right here? Can you shoot over his shoulder? Missed that shot. Damn. Okay, now our snipes are missing. It's annoying. Okay. Can you triage this guy straight away? No. Is Quake? That's injured. Right. Okay, I think it's just an AP issue. So I think we just literally run right up here. Right next to him, so that we're not going to have an AP issue next turn. Although he could have patched himself up. We've missed all of our shots. Yeah, this is Wolf now. Do we step up? I think we do. I mean, he could potentially just take 2 shots here. They're only yellows. I think we step up. Let's step up. Maybe this will be... Yeah, blue. Hit chest. Right, I'm annoyed that it jumped away. I was trying to watch that. But yeah, saw some blood drop up there. Okay, he's got a good hit on him at least. Right now, do I get Priest to take a shot, or do I get him to do a quick bandage? I think Quake will be okay. So I think I'm going to step up and take another shot. We gotta assault this. I'm pretty sure he went first though, so I don't think he gets the next action, and then the initiative will change. So, right, he missed that shot. Right, now it's our out of combat guys. Kasha. I think we lower the weapon. I think he's probably going to die, so I think maybe a more careful approach is order of the day here. Let's just do 1 for now in case I run into someone else and I need to take a shot. Okay, nothing. Alright, we'll be bold. Move on up. Okie dokie. We just follow. Yep, just right on the shoulder there. And we maybe have Cobalt cover the rear just in case. We can keep him on Overwatch. End turn. Cobalt. I think what we can do is just move up. I don't want to actually go into cover, yeah. Just go here and then Overwatch rear. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, it's enemy turn now. So everybody outside of combat, you can see there's 4 that are probably nearby somewhere. Okay, right, we have 1 action before the enemy gets a turn. Right, so the question is 2 shots, 1 shot, or suppression. I wonder if we can do 1 aim shot. Oh, well, that will do. Fantastic. Man, I mean, Priest's been doing some work. Okay, we now need to heal up this leg wound. Let's have a look what's happening here. It's right in the tree there, damn. Pretty realistic. Cool, and then I think we can apply bloods as well. Yeah, so what we should see is Quake's wound resiliency is still orange. Actually, let's just do another blood. Okay, he seems to be okay now. So he's got a patched up wound. His wound resiliency is still low. I was hoping to do another bloods on him. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like I can. Okay, cool. All right, we're over an hour into the stream already. So what we'll do is we'll wrap up this clearing of this area. I just want to check this courtyard, make sure there's nobody there, and then we should be good to go. So I think what we do is we're just going to set up some Overwatch here. Watch the main path. And this guy can come here. We need to keep an eye on Quake. So what I'm actually going to do is move Quake into our CT position. So I think that was Delta, sorry. So Quake is just going to slot in with... there we go. Yeah, so they're basically, he's escorting the wounded there, right, the whole time. So, right, we'll watch that. And then these guys will just assault themselves, so cool. I think we're going to, yeah, basically be able to come on up here. And now we're moving these guys around as well. So, I'm going to point in that direction. Maybe just watch this direction as well. Yeah, I'm not keen on being ambushed here again, so we'll just watch this. Okay. You guys come on up here. I mean, I don't think there's anyone in here. I did have a little peek as I walked past, but I just want to clear it, and then we'll end this run for today. We're not going to go to the objective today. Today was Sandbox Day, so cool. You know what we could do is actually just clear it with a grenade. See how this works. Nice. And we'll throw another one. Just, can I get it over this building? Not exactly. There we go. And you have a nade as well. Yep, we'll just clear out that area there. Amazing. Cool. Right, in you go. Okay, right, seems like we are clear. Awesome. Okay. I think that's the end of our run. That was actually pretty fun. The team mechanics just really add a whole nother dimension to it. So Yeah, I wasn't planning on switching teams and changing things as much as I did. But actually, the whole idea, actually, speaking of which, make sure Quake hasn't opened up his wounds yet. Yeah, the idea of the CT-17 following different squads around was kind of interesting, and actually collapsing them under the squad was pretty cool. And being able to change the see Melva's got a wound. This is our old classic bug where the wounds are being misappropriated. Amazing. Um, yeah, that just ruined my whole flow there. But it was, yeah, pretty cool to be able to identify your units based on their badge that you've assigned. So I knew my snipers were these rifle guys, which is pretty cool. We're going to be adding a lot more art into the game. These are all placeholder badges at the moment. So, but they do the job, and they really added dimension to it. And then clearing this town was a lot of fun. Particularly because we've got a lot more soldiers now. It just makes it a lot easier to actually do, which is pretty neat. Lots of use of Overwatch as well, and I think next week with the new features coming in, a whole bunch of new commands. I think that's going to really add something to this game, and it's starting to look like it's supposed to, and getting closer and closer to that EA build that we would be happy releasing. And just on that again, if you're interested in supporting the project, there was the active Kickstarter. I'm not sure if you can do late backing, but you probably can. And if you don't want to do that, you can go straight through the website and back there and get all the same benefits as well. Get yourself a key for the game, be able to contribute the internal playtesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and if you have been watching all of the streams and you like the progress that's being made, please do leave some comments. Yeah, thanks a lot. Watch the space for next time, and I will see you then. Cheers.